Do you want to achieve true wealth and never feel poor again? What if I told you that the secrets to lasting wealth are hidden in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism? Welcome to Stoic Wisdom, your go-to channel for mastering the art of living through the timeless principles of Stoicism. In today's video, we're going to reveal how you can be wealthy and get rich the Stoic way. Imagine having not just financial stability, but also a wealth of inner peace and contentment. By the end of this video, you'll discover how to apply Stoic principles to achieve true wealth in every aspect of your life. But first, let's understand what true wealth means in Stoicism. The ancient Stoics believed that wealth isn't just about money. It's about living a virtuous life, being content with what you have, and focusing on what truly matters. Stay with us as we explore these powerful Stoic teachings, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Stoic Wisdom, for more insightful content. Let's embark on this journey together to achieve lasting wealth and fulfillment the Stoic way. 1. Introduction to wealth. What does it truly mean to be wealthy? Is it the size of your bank account, the luxury of your possessions, or the prestige of your social status? These questions have puzzled humanity for millennia. However, perhaps no philosophical tradition has offered more profound and practical insights than Stoicism. Founded in Athens around 300 BCE, Stoicism presents a radical perspective on wealth that resonates powerfully in our modern era of consumerism and social comparison. The Stoics didn't equate wealth with material abundance or external markers of success. Instead, they saw true wealth as an internal state, a condition of self-sufficiency, moderated desires, and inner freedom. This view offers a refreshing alternative in a world where we are constantly bombarded with messages equating happiness with acquisition. It challenges us to look beyond the superficial trappings of wealth and consider what truly enriches our lives. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, said Epictetus, a formerly enslaved person who became one of Stoicism's most influential teachers. This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the Stoic approach to wealth, suggesting that true richness comes not from accumulating more, but from needing less. This idea challenges us to shift our focus from external accumulation to internal contentment. Seneca, another towering figure in Stoic philosophy, echoed this sentiment when he wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." These words cut to the heart of our modern dilemma, the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that keeps us chasing after the next big thing, never quite satisfied with what we have. This perspective invites us to reconsider our definition of prosperity, urging us to find contentment in the present rather than perpetually seeking more. But the Stoics didn't just criticize the pursuit of wealth. They offered a constructive alternative. They advocated for a life of virtue, self-discipline, and inner cultivation. "He is the most powerful person who has power over himself," Seneca advised, pointing to self-mastery as the ultimate form of wealth. This perspective invites us to redefine what it means to live a prosperous life. It encourages us to look inward for fulfillment, rather than constantly seeking it in external circumstances. This approach teaches us that true wealth lies in our ability to find contentment in the present moment, cultivate wisdom and courage, and live in harmony with our deepest values. In modern life, this Stoic wisdom can be particularly transformative. We are often caught up in the relentless pursuit of more money, more possessions, more status. Yet, the Stoic philosophy offers a liberating alternative. By focusing on what we can control, nurturing our inner virtues, and practicing gratitude for what we have, we can achieve a sense of wealth that is immune to external fluctuations. Imagine applying this to your daily life. Instead of feeling inadequate because of what you lack, you start appreciating the wealth you already possess in your relationships, skills, and personal growth. This shift in mindset can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life, free from the tyranny of endless desires. In essence, The Stoic way to wealth is about cultivating a rich inner life. It's about mastering oneself, finding joy in simplicity, and aligning with one's true values. As we navigate our modern world, bombarded by messages equating wealth with material success, let's remember the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. True wealth is not about having more but needing less, and in this simplicity lies the key to a rich and meaningful life. 2. The Stoic view on wealth. The Stoics, through their keen observations and life experiences, developed a profound understanding of the paradoxical nature of material wealth. Their insights challenge our conventional notions of what it means to be rich, offering a perspective that is both enlightening and liberating. One of the most influential Stoic philosophers, Seneca, once wrote, "Money doesn't make you rich. These individuals have riches, just as we say we have a fever when the fever really has us." This powerful metaphor reveals Seneca's view that wealth often possesses people rather than vice versa. In Rome, he observed that many wealthy individuals were paradoxically among the poorest in spirit. Money had made them obsessive, controlled their schedules, and surrounded them with insincere flatterers. Instead of providing freedom, their wealth had become a burden, enslaving them to constant worry and the fear of loss. Seneca points to the greedy nature of desire. No matter how much wealth one accumulates, one remains spiritually impoverished if the craving for more persists. Epictetus, another towering figure in Stoic philosophy, shared this perspective. As a former slave who gained his freedom and became a respected teacher, Epictetus had a unique insight into the true nature of wealth and liberty. He once shared a story about a man who had been offered a lucrative job by Emperor Augustus. The man came to Epictetus boasting about the money and fame he would gain. Epictetus, however, was unimpressed. He responded with probing questions that cut to the heart of what truly matters in life. "I told him not to touch it," Epictetus told his students. When the man protested that he would make a lot of money, Epictetus replied, "Yes, for little in return." The man argued that many people would learn his name, to which Epictetus asked, "Are you planning to be there every time someone utters your name?" When the man said his name would outlive him, Epictetus said, "So will a rock you carve your name into." Finally, when the man boasted about wearing a gold crown, Epictetus delivered the coup de grace. "And they will put a crown made of roses on you for your funeral. You will look even more elegant in that." Through this dialogue, Epictetus demonstrates the fleeting and unsatisfying nature of external markers of wealth and success. He encourages us to look beyond surface-level gains and consider the true cost of pursuing wealth, the sacrifices, compromises, and spiritual poverty that often accompany it. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, also weighed in on this topic. He famously said, "We all love ourselves more than other people but care more about their opinion than our own." This observation highlights how our perception of wealth is often shaped more by societal expectations and the judgments of others than by our values and sense of fulfillment. The Stoics recognized that true wealth comes from within, from a state of inner freedom, contentment, and self-mastery. As Epictetus put it, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This radical redefinition of wealth shifts our focus from external accumulation to internal cultivation. By moderating our desires, cultivating contentment with what we have, and developing our inner resources, the Stoics argue that we can achieve wealth far more durable and satisfying than material riches. Let's bring this ancient wisdom into our modern lives. Consider the story of a successful entrepreneur who, despite his financial success, felt an emptiness that no amount of money could fill. He realized that his relentless pursuit of wealth had cost him his health, relationships, and peace of mind. Inspired by Stoic teachings, he began to simplify his life, focusing on what truly mattered: his well-being, family, and personal growth. By reducing his desires and appreciating the present, He found a sense of richness that no bank account could provide. These ancient insights challenge us to reevaluate our modern notions of wealth and success. They invite us to consider, are we genuinely enriched by the size of our bank accounts or the number of possessions we accumulate? Or can we find a deeper, more enduring form of richness by mastering ourselves, moderating our desires, and focusing on what truly matters in life? The Stoic view on wealth offers us a path to freedom. Freedom from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction, freedom from the tyranny of others' opinions, and freedom to live a life aligned with our deepest values. Embracing this perspective opens us to a form of wealth that no market crash can diminish and no thief can steal: the wealth of a life well lived. If you've made it this far, you're a warrior of wisdom. Drop a comment saying, "I am wealthy in spirit," to show you're committed to this transformative journey. Stick around, the best is yet to come. 3. Knowing what is enough. In our journey through the wealth of Stoic wisdom, we now come to a crucial concept: knowing what is enough. This idea is central to the Stoic approach to living a rich and fulfilling life. Let's start with an ancient and profound statement. If you don't regard what you have as enough, you'll be miserable no matter how much you possess. This powerful insight cuts to the heart of our modern struggle with contentment. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages of more, bigger, and better, the ability to recognize and appreciate enough is a radical act. The Stoics understood that the pursuit of wealth, when unchecked, can become an endless and unsatisfying chase. No matter how much we accumulate, there's always something more to want, something else to achieve. This perpetual desire fails to bring lasting happiness and can rob us of the joy and contentment available in the present moment. Consider the wisdom of Seneca's observation. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. This reframes poverty not as a lack of possessions, but as an insatiable desire for more. In contrast, true wealth comes from being satisfied with what we have. But how do we determine what is enough? The Stoics would argue that it's a deeply personal question that requires honest self-reflection and a clear understanding of our values and needs. For some, enough might mean having sufficient resources to live comfortably and pursue their passions. For others, it could be the ability to provide for their family and contribute to their community. The key is to define enough based on our genuine needs and deepest values, rather than societal expectations or fleeting desires. Epictetus offers guidance. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. This attitude of gratitude is a powerful antidote to the perpetual craving for more. By focusing on and appreciating what we already have, we can experience a richness that no additional wealth can provide. There's a well-known story that illustrates this point beautifully. At a party, the novelist Kurt Vonnegut informs his friend Joseph Heller that their host, a hedge fund manager, had made more money in a single day than Heller had earned from his wildly popular novel Catch-22 over its history. Heller responds, "Yes, but I have something he will never have: enough." This anecdote captures the essence of the Stoic approach to enough. It's not about accumulating the most, but recognizing the sufficiency of what we have and finding contentment in it. Another Stoic philosopher advises, make yourself wealthy, not by facilitating every whim, but by removing them. Knowing what is enough isn't just about setting an upper limit on our desires, but actively working to moderate and refine them. By cultivating contentment and practicing moderation, we free ourselves from the tyranny of endless wanting. We create space in our lives for what truly matters: meaningful relationships, personal growth, contribution to others, and inner peace. Recognizing enough also allows us to make more intentional choices about how we use our resources. Instead of constantly striving for more, we can focus on using what we have in ways that align with our values, and bring genuine fulfillment. So how can we put this wisdom into practice? One way is by regularly reflecting on what we truly need to be happy and fulfilled. This could involve making a list of our most essential values and needs, then periodically reviewing it to ensure our actions align with these priorities. Next, make gratitude a daily practice. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, fostering a mindset of abundance. Each day, take time to appreciate your health, relationships, and the simple pleasures that enrich your life. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic, advised, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This perspective helps cultivate a sense of contentment and joy in the present moment. Before making any new purchase or setting new goals, ask yourself whether these pursuits will truly enrich your life or if they are simply distractions. This mindful approach to consumption and ambition can prevent you from chasing hollow achievements and accumulating unnecessary items. Experiment with simplicity. Try living with less and observe how it impacts your sense of contentment. You might find that reducing your possessions and commitments brings a surprising sense of freedom and clarity. This practice can help you reconnect with what is genuinely important and eliminate the noise that often distracts us from our true goals. Define success on your own terms, rooted in your values rather than societal expectations. The world often measures success by wealth, status, and material possessions, but Stoicism encourages us to look inward. What do you value most? How do you want to live your life? By aligning your actions with your core values, you create a life that is authentically fulfilling and rich in meaning. Remember, in the Stoic view, true wealth isn't about having the most, but about needing the least. By knowing and appreciating what is enough, we open ourselves to a richness that goes far beyond material possessions, the wealth of a content and purposeful life. As we internalize this principle, we may already have more than enough. In that realization lies a form of wealth that no money can buy. So, what is Stoicism, and how can it reshape your understanding of wealth and success? By adopting these practices, you not only enrich your life, but also discover a deeper sense of fulfillment that transcends material gains. How do you plan to apply these Stoic principles to your daily life? What steps will you take to redefine your understanding of true wealth and success? Reflect on these questions and share your thoughts. As your journey towards a wealthier life, the Stoic way begins with knowing what is enough. For cultivating inner wealth. As we delve deeper into the Stoic perspective on wealth, we arrive at the most crucial aspect, cultivating inner wealth. The Stoics understood that true richness comes not from external possessions, but from developing our character, wisdom, and virtues. Seneca captures this idea powerfully by saying, "Any man who does not think that what he has is more than ample is an unhappy man, even if he is the master of the whole world." This profound statement highlights that contentment and gratitude, not material abundance, are the true markers of wealth. Even someone who owns everything can be impoverished if they cannot appreciate what they have. This philosophy is especially relevant today, where consumerism often blinds us to the wealth we already possess. The Stoics recognize that external wealth, while potentially useful, can also be treacherous. Seneca warns us, "At last, away with all these treacherous goods. They look better for those who hope for them than those who have attained them." This insight reminds us that pursuing material wealth often promises more satisfaction than it delivers. The anticipation of riches can be more alluring than the reality of possessing them. In modern times, this is akin to the excitement of acquiring a new gadget or a luxury item, only to find that the happiness it brings is fleeting. Instead of focusing on external riches, the Stoics advocated for cultivating inner wealth through developing virtues. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, Wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance form the foundation of this inner wealth. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, is about understanding what is truly valuable in life. It's the ability to discern between what we can control and what we can't, and to focus our energy on the former. This is a powerful antidote to the stress and anxiety that often accompany our efforts to control the uncontrollable aspects of life. Justice is about living in harmony with others and contributing to the common good. It's recognizing our interconnectedness and acting with fairness and integrity. In today's context, this means engaging in acts of kindness and service, treating others with respect, and striving to make a positive impact on our communities. Courage is not just about facing physical dangers, but about having the fortitude to live according to our principles, even when difficult. Pursuing what's right over what's easy or popular is strength. This is particularly relevant in an era where social pressures and the fear of judgment can deter us from standing up for our beliefs. Temperance is about moderation and self-control. It's the ability to regulate our desires and emotions to find the middle ground between excess and deficiency. This virtue helps us maintain balance in our lives, preventing us from overindulgence and the subsequent regret that often follows. By cultivating these virtues, we build a form of wealth that is our own. Unlike material possessions which can be lost or taken away, our inner qualities remain with us no matter what external circumstances we face. However, the Stoics also recognized the seductive power of external goods. Epictetus warns, anything at all, the applause of the crowd, high office, wealth, or self-indulgence, all of them might seem to be compatible with it for a while, but suddenly they control us and sweep us away. This caution reminds us that if we're not careful, external goods can take control of our lives, distracting us from what truly matters and eroding our inner wealth. This is evident in how easily we can become addicted to social media validation or the relentless pursuit of career success at the expense of our personal well-being. Practical steps to develop inner wealth might include regular self-reflection and journaling to understand our values and motivations. Journaling allows us to gain clarity on what truly matters to us and to align our actions with our core principles. Practicing mindfulness to cultivate awareness of our thoughts and emotions is another powerful tool. Mindfulness helps us stay present and appreciate the simple joys of life, reducing our dependence on external validation. Engaging in philosophical study and contemplation to deepen our understanding of life can provide us with a richer perspective and a stronger foundation for making decisions. Seeking out challenges that help us develop courage and resilience is essential for growth. Whether it's taking on new responsibilities at work, pursuing a new hobby, or stepping out of our comfort zone in social situations, these experiences build our inner strength. Finally, practicing kindness and service to cultivate a sense of justice and connection to others enhances our empathy and fosters a sense of community. This can be as simple as volunteering our time, helping a neighbor, or supporting a friend in need. Remember, in the Stoic view, the wealthiest person is not the one with the most possessions, but who has developed the most incredible mastery over themselves. It's the person who can find contentment in any situation, acts with integrity regardless of the consequences, and contributes positively to the world around them. By cultivating inner wealth, we free ourselves from the endless pursuit of external validation and material accumulation. We discover a form of richness that is enduring, fulfilling, and entirely within our control. In conclusion, embracing the Stoic path to wealth means shifting our focus from the external to the internal. It involves a commitment to personal growth, virtue, and wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By nurturing our inner wealth, we not only enrich our own lives, but also inspire those around us to seek a deeper, more meaningful existence. This approach to wealth is timeless, offering us a way to live with purpose, resilience, and true contentment in an ever-changing world. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to mastering the Stoic approach to wealth. Comment below with Stoic wealth to affirm your commitment to these transformative principles. Don't go anywhere. There's still a treasure trove of insights we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you achieve true wealth the Stoic way. 5. Defining personal wealth. In exploring the Stoic perspective on wealth, we turn to a crucial concept: defining personal wealth. The Stoics recognized that true richness is deeply subjective, beyond mere financial abundance. As Epictetus once said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This powerful statement encapsulates the Stoic approach to personal wealth, suggesting that our richness is not determined by what we own, but by our relationship to our desires. Reflect on what a rich life means to you. Is it the freedom to travel the world? The ability to spend quality time with loved ones? The opportunity to pursue meaningful work? Or the simple pleasure of a quiet life free from financial stress? These answers will vary significantly from person to person. Some may find wealth in a life of adventure and new experiences, while others may see it in the depth of their relationships or the impact of their work. Still, others define wealth as the freedom to live unburdened by excessive possessions or obligations. A Stoic insight reminds us, the richest person is not one who has the most, but who needs the least. This perspective invites us to shift our focus from accumulation to contentment. Instead of constantly striving for more, we can cultivate satisfaction with what we already have. This doesn't mean abandoning ambition or the desire for improvement. Instead, it encourages mindfulness of our wants, distinguishing between what we truly need for a fulfilling life and what society tells us we should want. Self-sufficiency is another key aspect of Stoic personal wealth. A prominent Stoic philosopher advised, "Make yourself wealthy not by facilitating every whim, but by removing them." This suggests that true wealth comes from our ability to meet our needs and find contentment within ourselves, rather than relying on external sources for our happiness. Imagine the difference between someone who needs constant entertainment, luxury, and validation to feel satisfied, and someone who can find joy in simple pleasures, meaningful work, and their own company. Who, in this scenario, is truly wealthier? Stoic personal wealth also values intangible riches. Wisdom, virtue, meaningful relationships, and peace of mind are forms of wealth that can't be measured in monetary terms but are invaluable to a well-lived life. Epictetus reminds us, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This attitude of gratitude is a form of wealth, allowing us to appreciate and fully experience the richness of our lives in the present moment. Defining personal wealth in Stoic terms also involves aligning our definition of success with our deepest values. It's about creating a life rich in meaning, purpose, and personal fulfillment, rather than one that merely looks impressive from the outside. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. What are the things that truly enrich your life? What are the experiences, relationships, or accomplishments that make you feel genuinely wealthy? How might your life change if you oriented your pursuits around these sources of genuine richness rather than societal expectations of wealth? Imagine the story of a modern individual named Alex, who spent years chasing financial success and accumulating possessions. Despite achieving material wealth, Alex felt a void. One day, after reading about Stoic philosophy, Alex decided to redefine wealth, focusing on meaningful relationships, personal growth, and inner peace. Gradually, Alex found greater joy and contentment, realizing that true wealth was not in the bank account, but in the quality of life and the fulfillment of personal values. By thoughtfully defining what personal wealth means to us, we set the foundation for a truly rich life. We free ourselves from the endless pursuit of more and open ourselves to the abundance already in our lives. Remember, in the Stoic view, the wealthiest person does not have the biggest house or the most expensive car. It's the person who has cultivated inner peace, finds joy in what they have, and lives in alignment with their values. As we move forward, let this Stoic wisdom guide us in redefining wealth on our terms. Let's aim not just for financial abundance, but for a life rich in contentment, meaning, and genuine fulfillment. What steps can you take today to align your pursuit of wealth with your deepest values? How can you cultivate a mindset of contentment and gratitude in your daily life? Embrace these reflections and let them shape your journey towards true wealth, as defined by Stoic principles. 6. Practicing poverty. In the pursuit of true wealth, one of the most counterintuitive yet profoundly powerful Stoic practices is that of practicing poverty. At first glance, this may seem odd, especially in a society that equates wealth with comfort, abundance, and security. However, the wisdom of the Stoics reveals that by voluntarily embracing discomfort and scarcity, even for a brief period, we can gain significant insights and foster personal growth. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, advised, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" This practice is not about glorifying poverty or denying ourselves life's necessities. Rather, it is a powerful tool for building resilience, cultivating gratitude, and liberating ourselves from the fear of loss that often accompanies material wealth. Seneca's observation, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool," encapsulates the Stoic approach to material possessions. A wise person uses wealth as a tool without allowing themselves to be controlled or defined by it. In contrast, a fool becomes enslaved to their possessions, living in constant fear of losing them. By deliberately experiencing poverty, even for a short period, we learn that we can survive and even thrive with far less than we typically believe we need. This realization is incredibly liberating. It frees us from the anxiety of potential loss and deepens our appreciation for the abundance in our lives. Take, for example, the story of an anonymous CEO who, despite his considerable wealth, lives on a minimal budget for 1 week each year. He finds this practice grounding and perspective-shifting, reminding him of the crucial distinction between wants and needs, and fostering empathy for those less fortunate. This exercise aligns with the teachings of Musonius Rufus, who stated, "If you really want to make yourself wealthy, you must first get rid of your debts." While Musonius likely referred to financial debt, we can also interpret this as the psychological debts we owe to our possessions, the mental energy expended worrying about maintaining and protecting our belongings. Practicing poverty can help us shed these psychological debts. It teaches us that our well-being does not depend on our possessions. As we learn to be content with less, we gain a form of wealth that cannot be taken away, the wealth of self-sufficiency and inner peace. Epictetus, who experienced absolute poverty and slavery in his early life, understood this principle well. He taught, "He is most powerful who has power over himself." By voluntarily embracing discomfort and scarcity, we build self-mastery and resilience. We prove to ourselves that we can handle adversity, which increases our confidence and sense of personal power. How can we practice this Stoic exercise in our modern lives? Here are a few suggestions. First, designate a poverty week, during which you live on a minimal budget, consume simple foods, and avoid unnecessary expenses. This exercise challenges us to step out of our comfort zones and confront our fears related to financial insecurity. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By embracing this challenge, we can begin to understand that our true strength lies within, not in the abundance of our possessions. Next, consider experimenting with a capsule wardrobe. For 1 month, limit yourself to a small number of clothing items. This practice not only simplifies your life, but also encourages you to focus on what truly matters. As Epictetus wisely noted, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By reducing the clutter in our lives, we free up mental space to pursue more meaningful activities and relationships. Another way to practice Stoic poverty is to engage in a digital detox. Limit your use of technology and entertainment for a set period. In our hyper-connected world, this can be a daunting task, but it's essential for reclaiming our attention and cultivating inner peace. By stepping back from our screens, we can reconnect with ourselves and our surroundings, appreciating the simple joys of life that often go unnoticed. Spending a weekend camping or immersing yourself in nature with only the bare essentials is another powerful way to practice poverty. This experience strips away the distractions of modern life, allowing you to reconnect with the natural world and your own inner resilience. As you sit by the campfire, ponder this question: what is Stoicism, and how can it help me find contentment in simplicity? The answers you uncover may surprise you, revealing a depth of wisdom and peace that can only be found in the quiet moments of life. Volunteering at a shelter or food bank provides yet another avenue for practicing Stoic poverty. This act of service not only helps those in need, but also cultivates empathy and gratitude within yourself. When you see the struggles of others, you gain a greater appreciation for your own blessings and a clearer understanding of what it means to live a truly rich life. As you engage with those less fortunate, ask yourself, how can I apply the principles of Stoicism to live more generously and compassionately? Remember, the goal of practicing poverty is not to romanticize hardship or permanently deny ourselves pleasures. Instead, it's about gaining perspective, building resilience, and freeing ourselves from the anxiety that often accompanies material wealth. As we engage in these practices, we may find that we need far less than we thought to be happy and fulfilled. We may discover a richness in simplicity that we never knew existed and come to embody Seneca's ideal, becoming the wise person for whom wealth is a tool, not a master. By practicing poverty, we paradoxically make ourselves genuinely wealthy. We gain the freedom from knowing we can be content with little, the resilience from facing discomfort voluntarily, and the gratitude that arises when we fully appreciate the abundance in our lives. In embracing the Stoic practice, we take a significant step toward redefining wealth on our terms and living a life of true richness and freedom. So, how will you begin your journey towards true wealth today? Seven, the role of gratitude in wealth. In the journey towards understanding true wealth, gratitude plays a pivotal role. The Stoics, with their profound insights into human nature, recognize that cultivating gratitude can significantly enhance our sense of richness and fulfillment. In a world constantly pushing us towards wanting more, gratitude serves as a powerful counterbalance, grounding us in the present and helping us appreciate the abundance we already have. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of gratitude when he said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This mindset is crucial for developing a rich inner life. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance, which in turn enhances our sense of wealth. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling. It is an active practice that can be cultivated daily. One effective method is keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to write down things you are grateful for. These can be simple pleasures like a beautiful sunrise, a kind gesture from a friend, or even the basic necessities that sustain your life. This practice helps to train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life, fostering a deeper sense of contentment. Seneca also highlighted the importance of gratitude in his writings. He believed that gratitude was essential for happiness and personal fulfillment. "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart," he wrote. This statement underscores the idea that gratitude is not just beneficial for our own well-being, but also a virtue that enhances our character and relationships with others. In modern life, practicing gratitude can be transformative. We live in a time where we are constantly bombarded with advertisements and social media posts that can make us feel inadequate or envious. By practicing gratitude, we can combat these negative influences and cultivate a mindset of appreciation and contentment. Consider the story of a successful businesswoman who, despite her achievements, felt a persistent sense of dissatisfaction. She began a daily practice of gratitude, noting down things she was thankful for each evening. Over time, she found that her perspective shifted. She became more aware of the positive aspects of her life and less focused on what she lacked. This simple practice helped her find greater joy and fulfillment, illustrating the profound impact of gratitude on our sense of wealth. Gratitude also fosters resilience. When we appreciate what we have, we are better equipped to handle life's challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by difficulties, we can find strength in our gratitude for the resources and support we have. This resilience is a key aspect of Stoic wealth, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. Furthermore, gratitude enhances our relationships. When we express appreciation for others, it strengthens our connections and builds a supportive community around us. This social wealth is invaluable, providing emotional support and enriching our lives in ways that material wealth cannot. To weave gratitude into the fabric of your daily life and unlock the door to true wealth, consider embracing these practices. First, begin a daily gratitude journal. Spend a few moments each day writing down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple yet powerful exercise shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance that already exists in your life. It could be as simple as appreciating the warmth of the sun, the support of a friend, or the joy of a good book. By consistently noting these moments of gratitude, you cultivate a positive mindset that recognizes and cherishes the wealth around you. Next, incorporate gratitude meditation into your routine. During your meditation practice, dedicate a few moments to reflect on the things you appreciate in your life. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and let your mind settle on the people, experiences, and moments that bring you joy and contentment. This practice not only enhances your meditation, but also deepens your sense of gratitude and connection to the present moment. Another effective way to practice gratitude is by expressing thanks. Make it a habit to thank the people in your life regularly, whether it's through a heartfelt thank you note, a sincere verbal acknowledgement, or a small act of kindness. Expressing gratitude strengthens your relationships and builds a sense of community. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us that he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. By appreciating and acknowledging others, you enhance your own sense of fulfillment and interconnectedness. Throughout your day, take mindful moments to appreciate the present. Pause and notice the beauty around you, the kindness of others, and the simple joys that often go unnoticed. This practice helps you stay grounded and fosters a deep appreciation for the present moment. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." By savoring these mindful moments, you cultivate a richer, more fulfilling experience of life. In conclusion, gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic wealth. It helps us appreciate the richness of our lives, fosters resilience, and strengthens our relationships. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate a sense of abundance and fulfillment that transcends material possessions. As we integrate this practice into our daily lives, we discover that true wealth lies not in what we accumulate, but in how deeply we appreciate what we have. And there you have it, the Stoic way to never be poor again. By embracing these timeless principles, you can achieve true wealth, not just in material terms, but in your mind and spirit. Remember, wealth in Stoicism is not just about money. It's about building a life of purpose, virtue, and inner peace. True wealth comes from living in accordance with nature and focusing on what truly matters. We hope you found this video insightful and empowering. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends who might benefit from these timeless principles. At Stoic Wisdom, we're dedicated to bringing you practical tips and profound insights from the world of Stoicism. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Leave a comment below about which principle resonated most with you or how Stoicism has influenced your life. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. Together, let's continue to grow, learn, and become the best versions of ourselves. Stay tuned for more content on how to live a fulfilling and resilient life through the power of Stoicism. Until next time, stay calm and stay wise.